I just finished my army service and I know what is heavy. And we were talking and we didn't know what to expect. How many missing soldiers, are they dead? Are they alive? And I knew that this department, this unit, is David's unit. I started to write the first name, the second name, and I was started to shaking because I was afraid that I will see his name. We have the war zone, of course, the physical war zone, but we also have this spiritual war zone.
Hi guys, welcome to the third episode of Voji podcast. We're so happy you're with us. I'm Sophie and this is
Hannah.
Woohoo! Hannah, tell us about yourself a little bit.
Okay, so I'm Hannah, I'm 21, I live here in Ashdod. I'm from this congregation, from Beit Hallel, and I'm serving on the worship team here, so it's really cool. Mm-hmm. And I just finished my army service 8 months ago. And here I am.
So we're going to talk about your army service, the
Yes.
before, the after, the middle, the everything.
Very interesting.
So maybe let's start how did you felt when you went to the army the first day and all the emotions?
So I really wanted to go to the army. I think this is so important for everyone here in Israel to go and to defend ourselves, in every department, in every place. So it was so nervous, for everyone, not for me. So I went to the army. I had a really interesting job. Do you want me to tell you about this job?
Of course.
Okay, so in the army we have a really special department, and this department works with the families and responsible for the families of the soldiers. Okay, you're with me? Of the soldiers that were dead in their army service, but they don't have a grave, they're missing soldiers.
Okay.
And all of this happened back then only when Israel became a state, an official state. So the IDF wasn't so all together and collected.
Yeah.
So
young army.
Yeah, so everyone was shocked because of all the wars that were back then. So from those years, there are a lot of missing soldiers. They're dead, but they're missing. So there are a lot of families like this. And our responsibility was to be with them, to take care of them, to visit them. They're very old. They're 80, 90 people, old. So we were responsible to be with them, to keep contact with them. And also, once a year, we had a Memorial Day in Jerusalem. They don't have a graves. So there's a beautiful garden in Jerusalem with all the names of the missing soldiers. And we made a beautiful ceremony for them. And it was very, very beautiful and very emotional for the families. Mm-hmm. Yes.
So did you choose your job, or it's what you got?
Okay, so I knew that I want to be in human resources in the army, to work with people and to take care of people. And then I did exams for this job, and I passed.
Oh,
and that's it. And that's how I got there. Yeah.
Yeah. But didn't you have some doubts because it's really it can be heavy job.
It is, and I know what is heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I love people and I love work with people, and I know that I'm good with this. So I knew that if I'm going to do something important in the army, so I want to do it with people and to help people. So I knew this is my mission there.
Oh, that sounds really important.
Yeah, it is.
But how was your service? Did you have some cases that was something the highlight, or?
We built really good connections with the families, and we had some family, a woman, maybe a niece or something. I don't remember how relative she was to that person, but we become close. And she was writing to me when you gonna be in Rehovot, you can come and be with us and have a Shabbat dinner with us.
Oh,
yeah. So it was really good connection between us. And even when some of the family died, so she called to me and she said, "Hi, Hannah, I just want to tell you that Chaim is dead, and I just wanted to share this news with you." And I was shocked because those families this family, she felt like close to me, that she can rely on me and like call me and tell me this information. So it was like
a kind of like it showed you that you're in the right place, and like people can be open with you.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's okay. So you did that, and when did you finish your army service?
Wow, it was 8 months ago in August. Yes,
the end of August.
Yes,
like the 1st of September, you were already free.
Yes.
Yeah, and the thing is that a month later we had a big, like horrible, black day, the October 7th. And did your military job, and like where are you been on the October 7th?
Okay, so I will start with September. It was like a great month. Like everything like was so good, and I was serving in church with Sophie in the Voji Media. And it was like, it seemed like everything is like so good and bright and shine. And then the 7th of October, it was so shocking. I was back in home, and immediately, like in the morning when everything was like messed up, I wrote to my commander that if she needs me, I will come, like on duty, back on duty.
Yeah.
Because I knew that there's gonna be a lot of work, because already on the news there were a lot of news that like there are missing soldiers. So I like immediately knew and understood that I need to be there to help, like with what I can. So I wrote this to her, and in the evening she told me, Hannah, be ready to come tomorrow, on the 8th of October on Sunday. So I came.
And how it was when you came there, and like what did you felt like? Because Sass, when he came in the evening of the October 7th, he said that it was like so crazy, and people like was so shocked because like they didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
So did you felt the same in your department?
The same. I was driving to the base with another soldier, and we were talking, and like we didn't know like what to expect, like how many missing soldiers, like are they dead, are they alive, like we didn't know nothing. And then we came to the base, and we entered the office, and I was looking on the list of all the soldiers and was shocked. There are like a lot of names. And I was extremely like scared that I will see maybe like a name that I know. Because like you in the army, you need to separate like those things, like the personal and like the army stuff. Yeah, the professional, like business and all of this. So I was afraid, and it was messed up, and I didn't know like where to start. So I was just helping with whatever I can, and it was like a long shift. It was like 24 hours without sleeping in this office, and we're trying like to figure out like what to do.
Where the people like you try to
like,
find them?
We needed to take officers, like to call officers and send them to the houses of the missing soldiers, like to their families, to tell them like that their son or daughter is missing. So we needed to call their officers to let them know, like to update them on this person. Like it was heavy, because like you see a list of people, and they're like in my age, like 20, 21, 19. Wow. Like this could be me. Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was tough. It was very tough.
Yeah, and I think 3 days after or 4, you heard about David.
Yeah.
And how it was for you where you are, and like your department were helping to find him, because like few days we didn't like find any connection with him.
So I was in the office all day, and people were messaging to me like, do you know what's up with David? He doesn't answer us. And I didn't know like nothing. Like I didn't think about this, because we had like a huge list of people. Yeah. So I didn't like know how to help. And in the night, maybe at 12:09, at 12:01, so someone called to me, and she told me, Hannah, you need to write some lists of names of people that like they're dead but they're missing. And I knew that this department, like this unit, is like David's unit.
Okay.
So I needed to start like to write the names and like their identity number, like to write this on a paper, like to do stuff with this, but I couldn't do this. Like I started to write the first name, the second name, and I was like started to shaking because like I was afraid that I will see his name.
Oh wow.
So I just went out of the office, like I was crying, and I was like shocked because I didn't know like how to handle this. Then I came back and like I didn't see his name, and I was like, okay, but I didn't know like if this is a good sign or not.
Yeah.
So the night went. In the morning I went back home, and when I came back home, like 10 minutes after I entered my room, I got a message. It was super shocking for me, like super shocking for me. I couldn't like understand this and like realize that this is real, because we were close friends. We were like younger.
Yeah, so, you growing up together.
Yeah, we were in the same kindergarten, in the same school, so it was hard to believe. But immediately I understood that I need to go to there and like to be with them. So I told my commander that if I can like take some days off, and it was such a blessing, like just to be there and not to be in the army this week. It was a blessing. And actually a few months after, I recognized that in the army I have like access in the computer, like to see everyone's soldiers' information.
Okay.
So back then in 8th October, I could like write his name, like David's name, and like to search like what's happening to him. But I got this like thought that God really closed my eyes and like my brain from thinking about this, like that I have this opportunity to search his name. Yeah. Like I totally forgot about this.
Wow.
So you can imagine if like I was there on the October 8th, I was searching his name, and I could see like that he's not alive.
Yeah.
But I'm the only person that knows this.
Oh my God.
So it was like my miracle, like my sign from God, like that He was with me in this day.
Yeah. Did you feel like God is with you? Like, where did you see God? Like small miracles maybe on this time, because it was like a really heavy time for everybody. But how did you like found God? Where did you found God on those times?
In worship. I remember one evening that I was there, and was a lot of chaos, like a lot of people and a lot of like movements, like from this to there to this to there, and I didn't know like what to do. I needed like to disappear. Then I found my headphones, I put them, and I just put worship, and this is like what kept me like quiet and like relaxed. Like not relaxed, but like with me and God. Yeah, like in my own bubble.
Yeah.
So definitely worship. And the thought that like I need to be there, and I need to serve there, and like no matter what, I'm a light like there, and I'm God's person. Like He chose me to be there. He chose me like to be with those people, so I need to be there. Yeah. So like this is the thought that was in my head. Like this is hard no matter what, but like I need to be there, and like I need to continue to help with whatever I can. So worship, basically worship.
Yeah. And like, did you like still serve in the ministry with the worship this time? Like how it was for you to be in the worship when your heart are so like in pain and
Yeah, but this is what's beautiful about worship, that you're coming even when you're like in pain and in anger and like disappointment, because we have the war zone, of course, like the physical war zone, but we also have this spiritual war zone, and we war there, like the youth, the main church, we war there to protect like the spiritual warfare. So of course we'll love to continue to worship and like do all the stuff, because in the Bible it's written, rejoice always, no matter like what's happening. So this is our mission.
So you like felt that you were rejoice all the like you
like I wasn't happy. Of course I wasn't happy, and I was like smiling and laughing. But you know that like God is in control, and you have to worship Him no matter what. Like you have to trust Him and worship Him, because He deserves this no matter what. So
because a lot of people will like look at the situation of you and the Rotten family, and they will say like, how can they believe in God still? Yeah. But the interesting thing is that God is with us, and He did so much miracles on the October 7. And even though like even Sass was like really angry, he was like saying, how like can God not protect him? He was like a believer from a believer family, and like we cannot do anything about that. And you like had, I think most of the people had so much revelation about God.
Yeah.
Like it's, for me it was that it's the body that like dead, but the spirit is alive. And actually I felt David more alive after that. It's crazy, but it was that feeling that he like became more alive, and he alive inside of us. And that's interesting. So how are you now after the
Don't
like
ask me.
how the life goes now after you like finish your service in the military? And
Okay, so it's a tough period because like I have to choose my life, like what I'm gonna do, where I want to do this. And like it seems like I have a lot of options, but like I don't know what to do. I'm a little bit stuck. Like it's either I'm going to study or maybe to Bible college, I don't know, like, or travel around the world. I'm a little bit, stuck.
You want more for everything, and now you think like it's like everybody feel like the same way.
Yeah, definitely.
Why?
Definitely, because you finish your school and then you go to the army, and then you finish the army, and then like you're on your own. Like you need to choose like what you want to do. And this is a hard choices, like, and everyone is dealing with this. Like no matter with who I can speak, like someone who finished the army service, like the whole year after, they're like they don't know what to do.
Still confused.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's fine. It's like a season of waiting.
Yeah.
Like I'm waiting for something good. I know it will come.
Yeah, and trusting.
Yeah.
I think it's a lot of trusting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So, how do you feel like? Is it will help you if people like when people were coming here, and like sharing your story, or like people from the States, people from Europe, I don't know, to come and serve, how it makes you feel, how it helps you? Yeah, let's say that. Like, because for me it's like they are super comfortable, like comfort me and those times like when it was hard. So like how, like what can you say to the people? Why should they come here?
I personally love when people come to here, like from the States, from Europe, no matter what. I love when they come. I love to tell them about the army, because this is like, it's not regular, like to see a woman and a young lady like me serving in the army. Like it's only in Israel, I think so, like that we have to go to the army. So we have a lot of experience to share, like I did. And when people come to us, like you said, they comfort us. Like we know that they're like people that's supporting us. That I'm a woman and I'm serving in the army, and they're supporting me.
Yeah.
So I loved it. And also when I was in the army, so we had like many groups from the States that were coming, and we're telling them about the IDF and like what our roles in the IDF. And they were very supporting, and they were praying over us and praying over the army and over the believers. So it's like you said, comfort
yeah, you
people.
feel like it's some support for you.
Yeah, of course, definitely.
And how it is for you to be a woman, if we will start to think about that and talk about that, how it for you like to be a woman?
I'm proud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm proud to be a woman that served in the army. I think this is what's special about Israel. That like everyone should need to go to the army, no matter if you're a boy or girl. Like you have to go and do this, because this is your country, and if you won't do this, so nobody will do it. Like I can say I'm a woman, I won't do this, but no, you can. And you have to. And like me, I wanted to do something with human resources. So I did. Because I knew that I was good with this. So I went. I didn't need to go to the, like to the war zone and like to be in the,
the front line,
I couldn't be like in the office. Do my things. But I was a huge help to the whole army.
Yeah, so now I'm thinking about it, probably it's the reason why the IDF is so strong, because we have like so much like help inside, all this for everything. You have someone like even for the we're joking about that we have even a job like to open the things for the grass, to for the water that's on the
this
grass.
This is a really important job.
Actually, we need a green grass.
Someone need to do this.
Yeah, so like everybody will find like what to do here, and probably it's our streets because like we have like person anywhere, so it's interesting.
This is what's special about Israel, and also this department that I was in there. It's very, it's like only in Israel. Only in Israel you can see in the army, in the IDF, a whole department that works like with injured soldiers, with families that lost their sons and daughters in the army, because the army is really want to like keep contact with them, like to keep supporting them. So this is what's special about Israel and the IDF.
Yeah, that they're like so caring about the other lives. Yeah, you don't see it like in other armies. I'm sorry. That's why probably it's so hard for us like to win faster this war, because we so appreciate life and even the enemy's life. So thank you, Hannah.
Thank you, Sophie.
So it was really nice to talk to you.
Yeah, it was. I was so stressed.
Yeah, I know.
Then my heart stopped.
Yeah. So thank you guys for being with us. Of course, you can leave some questions, share with us your thoughts, and we will talk about it more. And if you have questions for Hannah, the next time she will come, we will ask her.
I will come next time.
I will think about that.
Okay.
Yeah, but thank you so much, and sending our love from Israel and waiting for you here.
Bye.
Bye.